Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Digital Titans episode number 7 of the Digital Marketing Daily Digest. I never realized recording videos and making video content every day would be this difficult. This is my third take of the day. Power outages, laptop crashes, and name it. This is by far one of the hectic episodes that I've ever shot. And I'm really hoping that the footage would come out just good for you to consume it. So, welcome back and let's get started. Alright, so the first update that I have today is from Amazon and how Amazon ads have been revolutionizing and how Amazon advertising is in news everywhere. Now, it is believed that Amazon is suffocating the search platform and the Amazon search with a lot of sponsored ads. And the interesting fact is that a lot of brands are buying into that. So, in my experience, when I really was aware of what Amazon is a real thing, and there is no going back from there. And when Amazon really came out as a strong contender in the e-commerce world. I still remember that when a product listing had sponsored listing or sponsored product ad to it, all of us were under the impression that, okay, these must be promoted, which means somebody is paying for these ads. So let's stay away from these and let's only look at ads which are not the sponsored ones. But of late, if you realize that there have been a lot of ads which are from the sponsored ad category, where a lot of people are paying for these ads. Now, what does that mean? It just means that Amazon advertising platform is really working out for everybody, and everybody is getting very aggressive and just spending a lot of money to get their products out there and start getting those sales. So Amazon product ads is a big now, and they're working, and brands are really buying into this. There's a lot of things that we need to learn from Facebook. Now, Facebook is really showing this never say die spirit with everything that's happening around, the privacy issues, people's deleting their Facebook apps. Facebook just doesn't seem to give up. Now, Facebook has come up with a new initiative where it is using artificial intelligence to come up with ways to identify offensive memes. Now, Facebook is using it. It's highly difficult if you're expecting that there is somebody at Facebook sitting and reading through your memes and making sure that they should be banned or blocked or removed. It's impossible. Let's be honest. It's impossible. Now, Facebook is working on a platform. Now, what they would be doing, and I think it's called as Rosetta. Now, what it does is it is working on a platform where the AI systems would start identifying the offensive memes and probably would delete them or block them from there. The next piece of content from update from Facebook is Facebook, in collaboration with BBC News, is coming up with a new show for their Facebook Watch. Now, it's getting real. Now, we never thought that this would be so soon, and Facebook would start acting upon this so early. Now, Facebook, as I said, would be partnering with BBC, and they're launching a new series on Facebook Watch. Now, should YouTube be worried? I don't know. Let's wait and watch. The third piece of update that I have from Facebook is Facebook and Instagram are going to be the official live partners at the backstage for the Emmys event that's going to be hosted. Now, you see where things are headed. Facebook started with live, then Facebook moved to watch. Now, Instagram had a live option. Now, Instagram launched IGTV. Now, Facebook and Instagram are going to be the official live telecasters of the backstage event at Emmys. It's wonderful. To all the digital marketers out there, guys, this is the time to act. This is not the time to sit and think about stuff or get worried about those extra budgets that you would be spending on the new types of ads that is launched by Facebook or Google or anybody. This is the time to act. Why do I say that? Get ready with your budgets. Facebook ads in stories are arriving, and they've arrived, in fact. Now, the Facebook ads in stories have arrived. Get those budgets, start doing that. You do not want to be left behind, because things are on fire. Things are getting things are getting onto these platforms sooner than we expected. Now there is no time to think about it. Now let's just get started. And the next piece of update that I have about Facebook is launching a help page to help users stay on track with whatever is happening on the Facebook pages front. Now they've launched a page where you could get, I think I'll link it below, and they would give you all the updates that are happening when it comes to Facebook pages, what are the features being launched, and this will be a one-stop shop for you to consume any content related to what changes have been made on when it comes to Facebook pages. Now the next piece of content that I have from Facebook is Facebook has this is unbelievable. Now Facebook has launched new better they've given better controls to advertisers when it comes to running their in-stream ads and news article ads. Now immediately in 24 hours there is an update which says that Facebook has come up with new templates for product ads. They've come up with new templates for holiday ads, and they're really coming up with new templates for the product overlay ads. It could be Thanksgiving Day, it could be Black Friday. Now you can decide a frame, something like a framed box for your ads. Now your ads will be having these additional overlay features where you could overlay any such feature that you would want to highlight. Now there's a sale going on. You could customize your overlay on the product ads and make this more evident. And if you're talking about a Black Friday, or if you're talking about a Thanksgiving sale, it's just getting there. I mean, you just have to get these things done and start showing them onto your ads. Now, the name of the series that BBC is launching in collaboration with Facebook is called as Cut Through the Noise, and I'm pretty sure at the rate Facebook is going, it could be out anytime soon. I was just kidding. I mean, it would take its own time to come up with something like this, but it's on the cards. And looking at how things are going, I don't think it'll take a lot of time. When do you call somebody is on fire? You call somebody is on fire when they're getting shit up almost every day. Now think about what is happening with Instagram. Instagram, in collaboration with the New York Public Library, has launched their first classic Alice in Wonderland featured on Instagram stories. It's there. I just tried reading it, and it's just amazing. It feels like a miniature of Kindle, with certain things where you just have to hold your thumb onto your screen towards the bottom right, and you could just start reading those pages, and it's much easier, much convenient than expected. A lot of people express doubts about, how can you read books on Instagram stories, and it's just not possible. You know how people are, right? Now you come up with all sorts of nonsense to discourage something, but this is absolutely wonderful. So what I've done is I've recorded a short snippet of this on my phone, and I would be showing it to you now. This is how it seems. Google has made tons of changes, a shitload of changes to its ad platform in the last 1 week, and they're getting better. I don't know what happens. They're acting like Terminator, who's trying to eat everybody out there. Now, Google today has released a feature where you could split test your AMPs. AMPs are nothing but accelerated mobile pages. Now, if you're now everything is on mobile. Mobile first is the methodology that these platforms have adopted. Now, what works is you can start experimenting or split testing your pages, your AMPs, which is the accelerated mobile pages, from your campaigns, from your experiments and drafts tab in your campaigns. Now, what you could do is you could with something called as cache-based testing, CACHE, the cache-based testing, where you could try out to show variations of to people. The control variation where one set of people, which is the original version of people, will only be seeing the AMP version of it, while the other set of people will be looking at the desktop version of it, or the normal web-based site. Now, it is very easy, and it gives you enormous amounts of insights when you start comparing what's happening on your AMPs versus what's happening on the web version of your website. Now, this is really going to get interesting, and you can start accessing it from your experiments option in your campaigns tab. Another piece of update that I have is from LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn has started coming up, or it releases its groups features that it said it would be announcing, and I probably feel this is one of the golden eras of digital marketing, when you have these giants throwing fire at you, and you better keep your game up, else you're screwed. Now, this is what happens, and this is one of the biggest reasons that I thought that I should do a digital marketing daily digest, because you look at the updates on Monday through Friday. Now, on Saturday, you decide that, okay, fine, I've been reading all these updates, now let me do something about these updates. Now, by Friday, it's already late, and you have tons of these updates, and you don't know where to start. So what happens is you take the weekend off, you chill out, you say that, okay, let me grab a beer and think about where I should start, and Monday you have a fresh set of uploads. Now, this is shitloads of updates to deal with on a weekly basis. So what do? You get your shit together, pick up these updates, and start getting these things done every single day. So that's what you do. And there's an easier version. Sorry for the plug, but there is an easier version. The version is subscribe to this channel, get these updates every day, start rolling out. Cut down your time where you go research upon stuff by 80% by following something like this. I'm not saying that you should follow mine. There are tons of channels out there who do these. Not sure about how many of them do a daily update like this, but you should start picking up content from channels like these, where you save out on about 70 to 80% of updates. Now, I'm doing the work. Why are you doing it again? Now, just consume it. And if you have any questions, you know where to focus upon. You have the links that I'll be linking in my description. Just go there, see how these things works, and act more, do more, than trying to spend more time on research. Now, here's the fun thing about research. Research feels like work, but it is not. Research is you're trying to decide upon what to work. Research in itself is not work. So while I am doing the jobless job of finding you this stuff, you do the real job, get these contents up, and start hammering those updates and start seeing results. And I'll be more than happy if at least one of you comments and says that, okay, this is really helpful, and I've been using it and putting things in practice. Along this, what is going to happen is I would also be rolling out blog updates. I know I've been saying this for quite some time, at least for a week now, but I think I should get this first, and it should start with me. So I should get my shit together, start coming up with blog posts on all the features that I am talking about, and I will very soon start doing it, sooner than you expect. So it should really get interesting. So let's all get this thing done together. Stay patient, guys. This is the last piece of update that I have, and yeah, I'm so excited because this is the third time I'm shooting this, and I cannot shoot this another time. Now, if I get these 2 updates done, this is it, and I don't have to work on this video episode again because it's done. Now, the last piece of update that I have about is from none other than Twitter. Now, Twitter has come up with 2 interesting features this week. I realized that some of these platforms are releasing these things before, and some of them are doing it at a later point in time. So nevertheless, everybody is mapping out their own plan, and they're getting there. Now, Twitter has joined hands with a lot of collaborators. I know I have mentioned this in my last episode, but it was just a one-liner, it was just a brief, but we didn't have any clarity on that when I spoke about Twitter and Netflix and things like that. Now, what is happening is Twitter is majorly investing its time, efforts, and money in trying to get these collaborations done with Sony, CNBC, Fox, and they're trying to come up with a list of live telecasts of matches. Call it TV on the internet, perhaps. You have these live matches, and you have recaps of some of series that you have been watching, and they're also trying to get a lot of behind the scenes scoops, which would really get interesting, and you get hooked onto these because you don't have to think, you just have to watch, sit back, watch, and get yourself entertained. Now, I think this would really change the mindset of people, where Twitter was synonymous with news. Now it's going to change, which is interesting. Now, people who were only stuck to Twitter as one platform or their channel where they came out, I think it's time where you should start looking at all the other channels. It is difficult, but you need to map it out together and get these things done. Because Twitter is experimenting, which means people are not going to look at Twitter as the only channel where they can consume news from. It's going to change. So that results a change in your equation. Now, the last piece of update that I have about Twitter, and I have butterflies in my stomach, and I'm so excited because I'm finally getting this to an end. Now, the last piece of update that I have is now looking at the trends on trending hashtags on Twitter. You could report these if you feel that there is something which is not right. Now, if you think that a particular hashtag or a trend has been gamed or tricked, you could always report them to Twitter, and you can report these by just clicking on the option, and you will see an option. I'm linking a screenshot to that, which I did this morning. Now, I struggled a lot to do this on iOS. I could not do that. It was only happening on Android. So that's the last piece of update that I have about Twitter. Now, let me take a second and see if I forgot anything. Something tells me I have forgotten something. What was that? Yes. Now, there is another feature that Facebook has launched, which is, I don't remember the name of the tool. Let me quickly see what the name of the tool is. Where's that? Alright, there are two features that I conveniently missed, and I'm so happy that I found them, so I still have time to finish this episode. Alright, so the two pieces of update that I have are from Facebook. Sorry to skip these when I was talking about Facebook. Now, Facebook is doing major changes to its analytics on the iOS platform, and what is going to happen is Facebook is going to give you heat maps. Now, this is so wonderful. Now, you could get a heat map of what is happening on your Facebook pages. Isn't that wonderful? All this while we had heat map options like Crazy Egg or Hotjar, where you have to install that, get it on your website, look at all these recordings of what people are doing on your website. Now, that support is extended by none other than Facebook on their own platform, which is Facebook for Facebook pages. I think it's just going to be amazing. And CrowdTangle. Alright, so Facebook has owned a tool called CrowdTangle in the past. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know where. This is the first time I'm listening to this tool. Now, what Facebook is trying to do by using this tool is it is giving the functionality to users, the flexibility and the power to the users in collaboration with this tool, where you could report false news if something is being circulated. Now I see where this is all going. Facebook had privacy issues. The users lost that amount of trust, or they started looking at Facebook as somebody who is harmful. Now, Facebook is trying to come up with the AI systems and tools like CrowdTangle, where people could report false news, which means the speculations could come down, and people started looking at Facebook as a genuine effort to come up with genuine news. And they're also using these AI systems to trying to get down the offensive memes or offensive content on Facebook. Now, this is all in place. So Facebook is not harmful anymore. No, I am not sponsored to say so. And no, I haven't been sponsored to say that. And it's just a holistic view. When you look at all these things at once, now you see how Facebook is really striving to make this platform better. Now, if everybody comes across these situations once in a while, now there's no harm in getting a second chance and getting things better. So I think I've been speaking too much in this episode. Maybe it's all the frustration that I had because I had to shoot this thrice and anything for you guys. So keeping all jokes apart now, giving all these things aside, as I said, I take your feedback very seriously, and thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you so much for appreciating the content. As always, any feedback, comments, complaints, how do I say? Put them down. I'll be more than happy to work on these and make this even better for you. Thank you so much. One last time, please subscribe if you have not already done that. And until then, until next time, which is tomorrow, I will see you again with another set of updates. This is Casey signing off. You are with Digital Titans. Cheers, guys. Have fun and have a good weekend.